Hello, all. Uh, we are going to talk about how to invest in the stock market, in the bond market, and in the next, let's say, 10 days, we are going to post extensive information about, investing. And therefore, you will see a lot of videos, a lot of discussions, a lot of posting from students, and we are going to learn significantly. Investing in a stock market is very smart, but the students have to be disciplined. They have to know what they are doing. I understand that many of the students don't have a lot of money to invest, and therefore, in order to get started, maybe one easy way is to start with a company. Those of you who just want to, get started, it's not, it's a good idea to get with something simple first, and then once if one day you get familiar with the investment, then you can go into, more advanced concepts. The easiest way to get started is to start with a company with its name is Robinhood. And this Robinhood, with the opening an account with this Robinhood, you can start, you can bring as much as low as $50 and even less into the account and then start buying stocks, for example. Therefore, the way to do it is that to open an account, the students, this is what ChatGPT is telling you. You can easily download the Robinhood app or visit or create an account and then have $50 transferred from your bank account to Robinhood. I don't know if it allows credit cards to be connected and transferred money, but therefore, the first step is to download the app of Robinhood from the App Store, and then fund your account. That means put $50 in it, and then you can start buying. And of course, it's not a bad idea to buy, a stock of Apple. Of course, one stock of Apple is $200, let's say. Therefore, if you have $50 to invest, that means you can buy 1/4 of an Apple stock. Or Amazon, Amazon might be about 180, for example. And if you have $50, again, that gives you can buy, but it's a portion of Amazon. Therefore, I want one or two or whoever that is interested. Go ahead. It's a very smart idea. You will learn a lot, but I don't want you to go there and put a fortune. You have to understand the concept. There is a lot to it. And that's why if you want, just invest a little bit. Even if you want to put $20, that would be fine. Therefore, for the purpose of learning, those of you who are interested, you may do that. You may share your information, what you learn, and you can post it on the discussion board. There are some discussions, it talks about ETFs. We will talk about exchange, what these are. But for now, those of you who are interested, as I said, you may go to use your cell phone. You won't be able to trade on Robinhood on regular computers. It is an app only for the cell phones. Therefore, however, there are other brokerages that you can go. Those are the traditional, or somehow major brokerages that you can go and open an account like Charles Schwab. It takes a while, a few days, for example, for a transfer and everything. Your account gets set up clearly. But this Robinhood is very easy. Easily you can, and sometimes if you go and open an account with Charles Schwab and you decide it doesn't allow you to buy a portion of Apple stock. You have to buy a whole share, which will cost you. We will tell you how much it would cost. Therefore, we will, if anyone has any stocks in his portfolio and knows something, I want you to post it on the discussion board and we will continue on that. Now, I want to talk about certain stocks. Some of you have heard of Dow Jones Industrial Average. Dow Jones Industrial Average. What is it? And therefore, I want you to know that you all are familiar with average, because you say GPA, great point, average. GPA is that, imagine that in one semester, you take 4 classes, your GPA is 4.0. Next semester, you take 4 classes, your GPA for that particular semester is 2.0. The average of these 2 semesters will be 3.0. Therefore, this is the average. Average means that some go up, some go down, the average means something in the middle, Therefore, the Dow Jones Industrial Average means there are 30 stocks. Many of these 30 stocks. These are some of the most important stocks in the US. Every day that passes, some of these stocks go up, some of them go down, but on average, you look to see did they overall went up or they went down. Let's look at what these 30 stocks are, and here they are. This is from Bloomberg site. I try to put this link on the site of on the site of the discussion board. That way you get familiar with these 30 stocks that are. In the US, there are thousands of stocks, but these stocks are, are representative of different stocks. One of the companies in the Dow Jones of the 30 stocks, do you see total members of Dow Jones 30? Today, 21 of the stocks of those 30 went up and 9 of them went down, which means overall it has been a good day for the stock market, because out of 30 stocks, these are the representative of other stocks. You all know what Apple is, the company of Apple. Do you see here is written 231? One share of it is 231. And then it is, what happened was that today, if you had a share yesterday, today it went down. Do you see the pink color? Pink means red. It went down by $2. That means you would have lost $2 today. If you had AMGN, and it was, when they opened it in the morning, it was around $325. The people who had one share, they lost $3 of their money. Amazon, you are all familiar Amazon. If you had a stock of Amazon, it is 186.89 today. In the morning, it was 80 cents more. If you had one share of Amazon, you would have lost, 80 cents. However, when you come here, this is the green one. The person who had American Express, you all know what American Express is, like a credit card, and then one share of it is 281. But if you had one share yesterday it was around 437 below this, means it was around $276. But the person who had one share of American Express today made $4. Do you see here? And you all know what Boeing is, Caterpillar. If you look at it, these are 30 stocks. Do you see only few are red color here? Few stocks lost money, but the rest of these stocks are in green. Do you see a lot of green? And some of these, Home Depot, many of you know what Home Depot is. One share of it is 461. If you go and open a Robinhood, you do not need to have $461. If you have $10, put $10 in, Robinhood, $40 in Robinhood, you can buy about 10% of one share, for example, which is your $4, $40 will give you. You know what IBM is, what, here it is, a good one, McDonald's. One share of it is $312. If you had a share, you see here, you would have lost today 42 cents, That means when they opened in the morning, it was 42 cents more than what you see here. It's lost 42 cents. Therefore, what are these stocks? Why they put only these? Why didn't they put other companies? We have, for example, here Home Depot, but we don't have Lowe's. That's okay. Just it wants to give you some idea. This Dow Jones is trying to give you some ideas what companies overall today make money. For example, if McDonald's, if Coca-Cola made, a little bit 20 cents, most likely Pepsi-Cola maybe also made a little money. Do you see? It was a good day for the soft drinks. Then we come here and we see JP Morgan. JP Morgan is a bank. Do you see? It was a good day for JP Morgan. Most likely, it was a good day for Bank of America also, because sometimes they move together. Banks move together. If one bank suddenly comes with not always, but overall it happens. Therefore, if we look at here, if it was a good day for Apple, which was here, it was not a good day for Apple. Maybe it was not a good day for other computer companies. Therefore, this is something for you to get some ideas. Here you go, JP Morgan, JPM, this is the bank. Do you see? It was a good day for the banks today. Therefore, by looking at this Dow Jones Industrial Average, you can have a general idea what happened to the other stocks, maybe. What has happened? Was today a good day for the stock market? Maybe overall, yes. Do you see that here is 0.79? The meaning of it is that on average, these stocks went up by 0.79. One reason that they went up, one way to look at it, there's ones that lost, only 3 here lost, 9 of them lost here of the stocks, but 20 of them gained, which was a good day in terms of those who lost and those who gained. I want you for now to understand what we are trying to say. Those of you who want to learn, you may go ahead and we can discuss it. Download the app of Robinhood, and let me see if I can find Robinhood. Here you go, you have to Robinhood. Here it is. This is the logo of Robinhood. This is logo of Robinhood. It has to, you can download it and you can connect your bank account to Robinhood, bring $40 to it. You can do it, I don't know, tomorrow. If you bring it, we are going to continue this discussion. And I want anyone who has information about the stocks, or you have a stock, you have some experience, you know how much it is, you post it on the discussion board, and we are going to discuss. One of the students just posted today, said that she had not, got involved. She didn't know how to pick in a stock, and she didn't know when to sell it, how to sell it. We are going to talk about all of this. But for now, I want you to know that we are going to spend a lot of money to learn about stocks, because it has a lot to do with personal finance. Many of you have money in your retirement accounts, and these retirement 401ks, these retirement accounts have a lot to do with stocks. If you know what's happening with these stocks, you can grow that retirement account. If you don't know what you are doing, you only get 4% annually. It goes up. If you not understand what you are doing, it can go up by 25%. Imagine there is a difference between 4% increase in your, imagine that you have, let's say, $10,000. If your account goes up in the next 10 years by 4%, you all have looked at that calculator that you put the interest rate by 4, that, a credit card calculator. They said if they charge 4%, this is how much in 10 years would be. If it is 25%, this is how much it will be. Therefore, it is very important to understand stocks and to know how to invest in them. We are going to talk a lot about it to make sure. Now, if anyone has any experience with the stocks, you may post. You have a question you don't know, as one of the students rightfully put and said she'd like to learn about it. And then we are going to continue and put a lot of discussions to maybe tonight, a lot tomorrow, over the weekend, over the next week. From now, we are going to be very active. And if you have any questions, you let me know. And I am going to put this down, you take a look at these companies. These companies represent, each one of them represents. Amazon represents, online, retailers, for example. American Express usually represents banks, financial, We have several of financial. And I am assuming you know what Boeing is. Boeing is, the company that, makes, airplane, and, Caterpillar, that creates heavy equipment, and therefore you go Cisco, it's a technology, Chevron, and Salesforce, a technology company, Walt Disney. Therefore, you see that Dow Jones tries to bring different industries. That way, if it goes in one day up, you have a general idea. Was it a good day for, these entertaining companies like Walt Disney? Yes, it was. Most likely, if Walt Disney went up, maybe Netflix went up as well, And another one I wanted to say was that Chevron, for example. Do you see Chevron is a gas company? This company stays in with the Dow Jones every day. You can come and look at it. If the most likely Chevron went up by $1, do you see 0.68? It gives you a general idea. Maybe Exxon went up also because Exxon is also, therefore Chevron is a representative of gas companies in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Then Goldman Sachs is an investment banking. Home Depot is, as you all know, it represents, home buying, or, we are talking about the things that are sold to build home. Maybe when you look at it and it has gone a little up, you might have some guess, although we can go and look at it, see what happened to Lowe's, and that one most likely has gone up. And then Honeywell is a company like GE. You know what IBM is? Johnson & Johnson. This company represents drug companies. See how Dow Jones has tried to bring one representative of each company to be here. And, McDonald's most likely, fast food, restaurants. And then you know what Microsoft is, you know what Nike is, Therefore, as you see, this is about insurance, United Healthcare, Visa, you know what Visa is, Verizon, and Walmart. Walmart is here as a retailer, Therefore, if Walmart went down a little bit today, 43 cents, one share of Walmart is $81.22. We can do research about Walmart. Let me go ahead and we'll talk about a little bit about Walmart. That way you see. And here you go. Yahoo, Finance, and then Walmart. Here you go. Let's look at how Walmart did today. It lost a little. Do you remember it was in here when we looked at here in Bloomberg, which was here, as you saw, Walmart showed that it lost 43 cents. It was in the morning, it was 43 cents more than $81.22. It was maybe of $81.50. Now we look at here, it shows what happened to Walmart. And today, the share is $81.22 after they close the market. The stock market closes at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do you see here when it started, at 81 and 88 cents. I see that. Then it came and dropped down all the way, to $80. And then, $80.60. The person who bought it at around 10 o'clock is a lucky person. Then it came back up all the way, and then it at the 4 p.m. when they closed the market, which was right in here, it closed at $81.22. If you had one share of Walmart, you had lost 51 cents. That's nothing to be worried. You can see that it will go up. Now let me see, look at here to see what happened in the past 6 months. This is just for today, one day. In 6 months, look at here. 6 months ago, if you had bought in May, do you see here is May? The price of stocks of Walmart was $59.84. Do you see how slowly it went up? Therefore, the person who had bought it in around May is a lucky person because bought it paid $60. His or $60 has increased, and now it has got to $81.22. If the person had it in Robinhood tomorrow, he could go and sell it and would have made $20. Therefore, I want you to know about these things. And here, when it says 5 years, this is what happened in the past 5 years. In 2020, the price was only $40. Now, it has, in 2020, it doubled. Do you see? From $40, it went to $80. That means every year, the stock of Walmart has gone 20% up, which has been a good increase. One reason, most likely, we had Corona, and a lot of people, bought maybe from these retailers, and, they did very well. I can click on all time. Do you see here all? When I click all, look at here in 1990. Do you see here is 1990? The one share of Walmart was $1.33. If you had put in 1990, which was 34 years ago, all you had to do is to buy one share of Walmart and pay $1.33. That $1.33 now is $81.22. And as you all see, that's why the Walton family, who are the owners of Walmart, of course, they are part of the owners. They don't have all the shares many other people have. Therefore, they are so rich because they have, they put, they started in 1975, and even in 1980, the price of the share of Walmart was only 3 cents. Do you see that? In 1980, if your parents, had put, bought the shares of Walmart for 3 cents, which means with $100, you could have thousands of shares of Walmart, and now you could have $200,000. Do you see that? And therefore, these are things that we want you to know. And go ahead and post those of you that you know, and we are going to talk a lot about this Walmart and, other things. I'm going to post these links for you on the discussion board.